why they show this, give me 2 Corinthians 11 and 3. The reason why they show this in the Christian church, the Catholic church, the Mormon church, all these churches around the world, they show this rather than this is because of this right here. Watch this.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 11 and verse 3. But I fear, lest any man, least by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve.
So just like how the serpent beguiled Eve, deceived Eve into saying you can be a god just like Adam. All you got to do is eat of this tree and you can be the best. Just like how Satan did that, watch this.
Through his subtlety. So your minds should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Christ.
It's so simple to understand that Christ is a so-called black man in this earth, but it's so simple it confuses us. Right. Why? Because we've been taught this all our life. We've been taught that Christ looked white, stringy blonde hair, blue eyes. We've been taught that.
It's a line interpretation.
It's a line interpretation, and the reason why they have that, if they can lie to you about this, if they gonna lie to you about Christ being white, what else are they lying about? What else? Right? Go ahead.
For if he that cometh preacheth another Jesus, whom we have not preached, or if ye receive another spirit, which ye have not received.
So when you preach this, when you preach Christ is white, you're preaching another spirit that is not in this Bible. So in other words, this man right here, he preaches for God so loved the world, which means in his mind it means everybody. Now let me ask you, who can be saved? Can everyone be saved, or is only going to be a few people, or selected people?
I'm gonna say everybody's gonna be saved.
Everyone's going to be saved. What you say? It's fine. Not sure. What you say?
Everybody can be saved.
Everybody can't be saved.
Well,
So everybody can't be saved. Everybody can be, and not too sure. So again, with this man as Jesus Christ on everybody's walls, he preaches everyone can be saved. I'm gonna show you what Christ says out of his own mouth. Now that we understand he's a black man. Go ahead. Matthew 15. Matter of fact, get Matthew 1 or 2 and 6, and then we get Matthew 15. Go ahead.
The book of Matthew, chapter 2 and verse 6. And thou, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah.
Because in Judah, the land of Judah, Christ is from the tribe of what? Y'all know? From the tribe of Judah. So he's from the land of Judah. So let's go ahead.
For thus, in the land of Judah, art not thou the least among the princes of Judah? For out of thee shall come a governor that shall rule my people, Israel.
The whole world.
Israel.
Everybody.
Israel.
Everyone on this world can be saved.
My people, Israel.
So Christ, he's going to come out of the land of Judah, and he's going to govern his people, the Israelites. Israel. Did that say the whole world? Okay, now, that's strike one. Give me Matthew 50. Yep.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 15 and verse 24.
Yeah.
He answered and said, I am not sent.
I am not. Slow it down. Read it again. Slow it down.
But he answered and said,
Who's talking right now?
Jesus Christ.
All right.
I am not sent.
I am not sent,
But
that means only, right?
unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
So is Christ, the black Messiah, coming for everyone? Or did that say for the lost sheep of the house of Israel? The lost sheep of the house of Israel. So again, that's why we read in 2 Corinthians, it says, when there's preached another God, there's another spirit. But when you're preaching the right God, then the right spirit comes out. So right here it shows that Christ is only sent for the lost sheep of the house of Israel, right? Well, hold on. Let me ask you this. What's your name? Jimmy. Who are the Israelites? What you say? What's your name?
Charles.
Charles, Jimmy, Javier. So the scriptures, Christ just said out of his own mouth, I'm only coming for Israel. Now the question remains, man, who is Israel? Do you know? The blacks, Hispanics, and the Native Americans? What you say?
All who are righteous.
All who are righteous? All who are righteous. So we got two answers that say the same and another answer that says different. So what is the correct answer? That's why it's important for you to stay to learn it. Just hold on, Jimmy. I'm gonna give you one scripture.
No, but I gotta go because I got my mom. Take care of my mom. That's all.
Oh, she's at home. You got a flyer?
Huh?
You got a flyer?
I got it.
Our number is on the back. Give us a call because right now, out of your own mouth, you said you don't know who the Israelites are. So give us a call to learn. All right? And you said Charles? Charles Javier. Now we're going to figure out who the Israelites are. All right? Give me Deuteronomy. Hey, give me 101. Give me Deuteronomy 101. Hey, brother, good. Now watch this. Right now we're going to the book of Deuteronomy. To give y'all a little context, Israel just came out of Egypt. Now Moses is going to talk to them. Go ahead.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spoke unto all Israel.
To all Israel. So now the context is who? All of Israel. Is it the whole world? All right. Give me Deuteronomy 28.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Yeah.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So Moses is talking to who again? Israel. He said, Moses told Israel, if you didn't listen to the voice of your Lord thy God. Now watch this. Again, he said, if you didn't listen to the Lord,
to observe, to do all his commandments.
It says if we didn't listen to the Lord to observe to do what? All his commandments. Go ahead.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses.
All these what?
Curses.
Now, Charles Javier, is a curse a good or bad thing? It's bad, right? I don't want to be cursed. Go ahead.
Shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Now, if we didn't keep God's commandments, we didn't listen to him, curses, a bad thing, would come upon us and overtake us. Now, let's see what a curse looks like that the Bible written of. Give me 16.
Verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city.
So, if we didn't listen to keep God's commandments, the Lord said we would be cursed in the city. Now, let's take it for right now, today's date. Who lives in the worst, impoverished cities? Who's in the ghettos, the slums, the hoods, the projects, in the barrios? Some. That's what I'm saying, but the majority of it is who? What you say? Same thing right now. Who's on the reservations? Bring it out. Right. Y'all know who on the reservations? The Indians, the Native Americans.
Bring it out.
They've been, because at one time, remember, California was owned by Indians and Native Americans and Hispanics. What happened? They said the conquistadors, the Spaniards, the settlers, the so-called white men came and did what? Exactly. They were like, you gonna go over in this reservation, you black men gonna go in this ghetto, you Mexican men gonna go in the barrio. And I'm gonna get the best of the best. That's what they did. So it says, first shalt thou be in the city. And he's talking to who? The Israelites. Now go ahead.
Cursed shall thou be in the field.
Cursed shalt thou be in the field. Now, Charles, you're a smart man. Who was cursed in the field in 1960s? The blacks. Or excuse me, not 1960s, 1800s. The blacks. Who's cursed in the field now, Javier? I mean, outside of the blacks, who's waking up at 3, 4 in the morning, picking up the watermelons for 30 cents on the dollar, getting the grapes for 30 cents on the dollar? The Hispanics. Cursed shalt thou be in the field. Go ahead.
Cursed shall be thy fruit of thy, cursed shall be thy basket and thy store.
It says, cursed shalt thou be thy basket. You know how you go into a store, you got your basket, and you going, most of us, we like, I don't got too much money, so I can only put this much in there. But when you go to a white neighborhood, they filling their baskets up. They refrigerators filled up. We the ones that have to go into the EBT, the food stamps, the snaps, the WIC and all that, because we don't make enough money. Now give me verse 68, or 48.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 48.
Watch this.
Therefore, thou shalt serve thy enemies.
So it says the Israelites would serve their enemies. Now, again, was it friends or enemies? Enemies. Go ahead.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Who sent the enemies against us? The Lord. But now let me ask y'all. Let's see if y'all taking in what's being brought out. Why would the Lord bring enemies against us? What did we not keep?
We didn't keep his promises. We didn't do what he had
what say you, Javier? Okay, let's see what we didn't keep. Go to 15 again.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Yeah.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments.
Is what?
Commandments.
So what didn't we keep that the Lord had to bring enemies against us? His commandments. Go ahead, verse 48 again.
Verse 48. Therefore, thou shalt serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger.
In what?
In hunger.
So let me ask you this, Charles Javier. If you hungry, you want groceries, you want food, even fast food, where do we got to go? We got to go to a Walmart. We got to go to a Walgreens. We got to go to a fast food. Who owns these stores? Is it our people? We might have one or two, but the majority of this whole world, who owns the stores? Our enemies, but our who? Who's our enemies? Who's our enemies that the Lord allowed to come against us? Don't be scared to say it. Who had us in slavery? The whites, the conquistadors, the Spaniards, Arabs, Chinese. All these people, all the other nations had us in slavery. Why is it so important? Go ahead.
And in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
Now let me ask you this. Y'all both got your license? No? So in order to get your license, what do you have to do?
You gotta go take a test. After you take the test, you gotta take another test. After you pass the written test, you gotta go take the behind the wheel.
Yeah.
Which is the driver's test. And then after
But you know how to drive though. But in order for you to be able to drive, you got to go to your enemies to say, I'm able to drive. You want to get married. You love the one that's promised to you. I'm going to say girl. I almost said girlfriend. Ain't that something? You love the one that's promised to you, and you want to say, hey, I want to take this sister, my sister that I love to be my wife. Because our nation right here, the blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, we the only nation, the true nation. We family. And we're not supposed to take our sisters for love. So if y'all got girlfriends, or boyfriend, you like women, right? You like, okay, so if y'all got girlfriends, that's out of order. That's out of order. We supposed to be married.
Right.
With a wife. But watch this.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
So not only do we have to go to our enemy for everything, driver license, marriage license, house license, any license we want, death certificate, we have to go to them, huh? For school, for education. Now he put a yoke of iron upon our neck. Who put a yoke of iron upon the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans' necks? Look at that. See that right there? See this right here? This what happened to us. So, but remember, who is Moses talking to? So, okay, if Moses is talking to the Israelites, and he said these curses, specific curses, would come upon them, so who are the Israelites today? Us, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We the Israelites. So now that you know that, now that you know, Charles Javier, that you're an Israelite, that's the greatest knowledge to have, but that's not it. What must you do as an Israelite? Knowing that your true nation is Israel. Followed by God. Hey, I told you Charles is smart. See, y'all understanding this? Y'all understanding it? Well, watch this. Give me. Yep. Go ahead.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12.
Yeah.
And now Israel.
And now who?
Israel.
So now you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Go ahead.
What doeth the Lord thy God require of thee?
What's required of us? What do we have to do?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse 12.
Bring it out.
And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
Yeah.
But to fear the Lord.
But we got to fear him. We got to really understand the judgments he brought upon our people is a real scary thing. To understand that we came off of slave ships, gotten our enemies against us. We've had yokes of iron upon us. We've been sold into slavery, whipped, robbed, raped, murdered. This all happened to us because we didn't follow God's commandments. So we gotta fear the Lord of what he can do to us. Go ahead.
Fear the Lord, thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart.
So we gotta serve the Lord with all our heart. Go ahead.
With all thy heart and with all thy soul.
Yeah.
To keep the commandments.
To keep what?
To keep the commandments.
So we gotta keep God's commandments. That's the only way we can show the Lord that we truly fear him, that we love him with all our heart and our mind. That's the only way.
What is a nation?
Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support